Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Copilot Learning Hub live. Today, extra live, all the way from Thailand, we've got our friend Dmitry joining us to talk about one of the copilots that have been extremely popular with a very specific group of people. Today, we're talking about Dynamics 365 Business Central Copilot. Now, I got to meet Dmitry at a conference called Directions EMEA many months ago, and I was so impressed by how much he knew about Dynamics 365 BC, but more specifically, how much he lived at the intersection of AI and Dynamics 365 BC. So I'd love to welcome Dmitry to join us today. Hey, Dmitry, thank you so much for tuning in.
Hey, Donna. Hello. From Thailand.
Awesome.
And it's 5 a.m. here.
It is 5 a.m., so thank you very much for being so alert at 5 a.m., which is much more alert than I am at 3 p.m. So tell us a little bit about you. You've been in this BC space for 20 years, a long, long time, yeah?
Yeah, so I've been 20 years in BC. It was previously in Vision and then NAV, and then Business Central. And I'm MVP for the last 5 years. And for the last 6 years, I worked with the AI, started with the machine learning and a Business Central. So I was trying to push machine learning features into the BC world.
Okay, I love that.
From the last 6 years.
Because you've been living in this space long before, the AI verse came and swept upon us and grabbed us all and took us out to sea. So you have a lot of experience around how it used to be and how it is today. So I would love to, I hear you've got like a pretty snazzy demo, a set of demos around Business Central Copilot in just how a normal Business Central user can actually use it. Is this true?
Yeah, exactly. So I prepared some nice demos for you just to show how embedded Copilot work in Business Central. So yeah, and just to mention that I'm also the Central Q AI creator and founder. It's actually the community. It's a project built for the community. Started from the March previous year. So it's very focused AI search that allows anyone who is interested in questions about Business Central to ask anything, and it will answer questions about Business Central.
Hey, that's cool.
And it's actually have a huge amount of knowledge, actually all knowledge that we have in the community, like blogs, books, YouTube videos, tweets, and so on. So it's use all this knowledge to answer on the questions. And it's actually about 44,000 of sources now.
That is so cool.
Reads and watch YouTube related to Business Central every day. So
I love it.
It knows much more than me.
It's legitly an encyclopedia for Business Central.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you know how much questions it already answered? It's 180,000. It's actually more than 4 times more than Microsoft Forms.
I love that.
Business Central.
That is so cool. And this is why community matters, because you know what questions people have, you know what the most up-to-date answer is, and you know that they're going to need the answers for a very specific use case in their lives because they're probably engaging with their own customers and their own communities and their own companies. So that is so cool. Thank you. Okay, so.
Yeah, good.
Copilot demos.
So,
look at you. You have a roadmap. Copilot. I want to see this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to start about the roadmap that this is not the roadmap, that the milestones that we hit in the Business Central with the AI features. And when I talk about the AI features, I mean that, AI, we now call AI everything.
Yeah.
But before it was like a machine learning. So there was the first feature appeared in the Business Central, which is called sales and inventory forecast. And it was based on the machine learning. And then it was late payment prediction. And it was based on the classification models. And then it was like a 5 years break. And then in 2023, previous year, the large language models appeared. And we got the marketing tech suggestion. And then in the fall, actually where we met with you. The team developed 3 new copilots, and now in spring we had many more copilots.
Yeah.
So, and all these copilots are under the large language models umbrella.
Right.
And this is the standard, and the Copilot toolkit is also the tool inside of the Business Central that allows us as developers to build our own Copilot inside of the business.
I love this. I remember when all of these started to come out with using large language model, because Business Central has so much functionality that we need help to be able to use it, because I really don't think most, say, average users, such as myself, of Business Central truly understand what BC can do. So I'm grateful for the copilots to kind of teach me and guide me. I'm particularly excited about the Power Automate Copilot, just because I like machines to do stuff for me. So I think that one's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, let's see the first one. I think it's, this is the latest one, and it's very cool. So this is called Copilot Chat.
Yep.
This is the standard Copilot Chat in the Business Central, and we can ask several type of questions here. So, for example, how to post sales order, and so this Copilot use Microsoft Learn to answer on such type of questions. So it will look through the Microsoft Learn standard documentation. Yeah. Let's come on, Copilot.
There you go.
And you can see here, and you have a reference
like
to the
that.
Microsoft Learn.
Cite your sources, responsible AI. Good.
Yeah. And however, I used the word like post, and we know what it does mean inside of the Business Central community, but maybe for the new users, it will be something that's not very familiar. And the normal user can ask something like how to save sales order to books. So it's more accountant way of asking the question. Yeah, for the users who are not very familiar with the Microsoft Business Central terms, and it also can provide this answer that you need then to create sales order and then to post and send. So it's also a very interesting way of learning of the Business Central terms.
Right.
But this is not only like question answer. So this is the chat experience. I can ask something like follow up question, like and purchase. So if like and purchase will be a standalone question, definitely it will not recognize what does it mean. But I do have a chat, so it's the history here that I ask about the sales orders, and now I'm asking the purchase, and now you have like the links how to create the purchase orders.
This is so cool.
So that's right. So this is the first type of question that we can ask, like how to do stuff in a Business Central.
Agree.
Another type of questions we can ask is about the data itself.
Okay.
Like show me all unpaid sales invoices. So in this way, it will understand my question and look into the data itself. So it's will find correct table and look through the records and understand what does it mean unpaid. Actually, I didn't specify any terms, fields, or so on, and it should actually understand that. Okay. So let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. I like that it can actually look into your data source and give you some insights.
Yeah. Okay. So I couldn't find any. Oh, that's Copilot. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can just rephrase it.
Yeah. Sometimes they need cajoling.
Yeah. Postage. Okay. Let's try postage. So you see that using Copilot, we can sometimes get the right question, but it's AI generated question. So we need to be in the loop here.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Here we go. So it finds some 3 unpaid posted sales invoices, and we can go here. And but actually this is more. So the thing is that in the chat, only three records can be shown, just to be very nice in the UI.
Yeah.
But then you can go here and look through the real data, and you see that we have here remaining amount, and this remaining amount is something that it's not paid for us.
I see. Okay, but it took you to the right place, so you could just see it right. So you could see it easy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Those are good tricks.
Yep. So this is the chat experience. It's actually when you can ask questions about the how to do things and about the data.
Right.
Another type of copilots that we have embedded in the exact places in the different functionalities in the Business Central. For example, in the items. So we can go to the items. And let me show you this. So we have different items here.
Yeah.
Which one do you like?
I like that funky Pixar-looking lamp. The one right below.
Lamp.
Yeah,
Okay.
That one.
Let's go to the lamp. And what we can do here, there is a shining marketing text place, and we can create a marketing text with a Copilot. So it actually took all the information about this item and create some kind of marketing text that we can then put to the sales store, or integrate with a
Okay, I did not know about this. This is very cool, because I see two things at play, right? First, the vision recognition, and second, the generating of the text from what's in the image. That's cool. What I like is writing copy for selling something is one of the most horrible activities for a business person in the world, right? We hate doing it. Describing what is this, all the details, functionality, it sucks. So having it, at least the first draft done so you can modify it a little bit, so helpful. And that's detailed. That's not vague. That's not red lamp.
So it's but you can change the format. Or you can change the tone here. And you can actually type it, change this, and then keep it. So this is how you keep the user in the loop. So when this information is generated, it's not saved yet. So we can work on this, and when we are satisfied, we keep it, and then it's saved to the database.
Okay, I think this is probably one of the most useful Copilot experiences I've seen in a long time that I didn't know about. Generating marketing copy in line with product catalog. That is cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So next, when we have this good marketing text, maybe we want to sell it. So we that's actually what we do. We sell things. So we go to the sales order. And then we can create, let's say, a new order. Say we want to choose the customer. And then here is a new Copilot here. Suggest sales lines.
Oh, hey, this is cute. Okay.
So you can do different things here. This is called prompt guide. This is some kind of pre-built prompts that user can just click and just fill the rest. Let's say we want. Okay, I didn't try that, but let's try red lamp.
I love demo and production.
Created. Yeah, let's do that. It's normally how we do things, right? Let's say two red lamps. Let's try that. So it's looking, it's understanding our request. It's
Yeah.
looking through the catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
have
it found it.
the lamp. It found it. Yeah, and we can just insert that. Yeah, boom. We have a sales line here. We just, and it's like, okay, it's one line, but we can use many items here, there, and yeah.
Okay,
Boom,
I
we
love
have the
this.
sales
I love
order
this. This is
created.
so cool because I run a business. I run my own fashion company, and it is a pain doing all of these things. Which sure, upload the image, writing the copy is a pain, selling the things are a pain. Just the process is annoying. And what's interesting about these copilots is they're by design, where they're baked into the flow. You're not summoning a copilot from somewhere else. You're not, removing from the context. It's just part of the flow of doing the thing. It's like this nifty automation thing that kind of runs in the background with the power of an LLM or a vision model, whatever it is. That's very cool.
Yeah, good. Exactly.
Mhm.
And then we solved things. Then we got the payments, and we need to do the bank reconciliation.
Yeah.
So we have a bank rec,
Yeah.
bank account reconciliations. Go here, and it's very annoying part of the accountant. Just to match our bank statement that we received from the bank and our bank ledger entries that we have in the Business Central. And now we have like a Copilot for that. It is called Reconcile with a Copilot. So it's actually takes all the lines from the bank statement lines and all the open bank account ledger entries, and boom, we have automatically matched 100% of lines here. There is a nice thing here because previously in the Business Central there was already some kind of automation functionality which worked not with the LLMs, but with the classical programming, different algorithms that does it. And this Copilot used that. So it works together with the standard algorithms here. So you see that auto-matched is 1 of 3, and Copilot matched is 2 of 3. So 2 lines were matched with a Copilot, and 1 line was matched with a classical algorithm. And it's combined with a one result here, which is pretty cool. So this is like a hybrid mode.
I love this. That's really cool because it takes the power of things we've been working on for, 20 years, and kind of supercharges them with LLMs when it makes sense. But sometimes it can just be done with if statements and automation and old school things. Yeah, I love that. That's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Good. And then, we got the payments, we reconciled our bank, and then we can go to the, let's say, posted sales. We've been there already, posted sales invoices. And let's say we want to do some kind of analysis here. And we have here analyze list Copilot.
Okay.
So
What's
this
what's this?
Copilot,
this is new.
This Copilot, yeah. So this is the new Copilot, and you can actually ask how you want to visualize this data. Actually, so we can show, like in the natural language, show me who owes me money.
I love that question. Who owes me money?
Who owes me money? Yeah.
It's not me.
Let's see. So it's will generate this, and you see that it's actually created some kind of. This is not a pivot table yet.
Yeah.
But this is the screen that actually shows you the customer and remaining amount. So this is actually what we need to see.
Right.
But we can also do the follow-up questions, like group by customer.
Hey, that's cool. I like this.
We can do this manually, actually.
Yeah.
Just drag and drop things,
Mhm.
but we can ask Copilot to do this. And now we have a pivot table.
Yeah.
And that's all inside. So we don't, send any data. Also important thing that this Copilot actually doesn't send any data to the Azure OpenAI endpoint.
Right.
So it's just using the metadata and
Yeah.
do all this magic inside.
I love this one. This is so cool. Such an interesting use case. Who owes me money? Most important question out there, actually.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
Okay.
And it's a very difficult question for the computer to understand because it has completely different tables and fields.
Yeah. I love it. These are awesome. Dmitry, thank you so much for joining us and teaching me all these amazing things. I did not know all of these were in BC. I've messed around with BC, but I'm not now going to mess around with a lot. You've given me this beautiful map of stuff that I'm going to go and try out. That marketing copy thing is really cool. And the sales documentation, that's really cool too, because those are things that we have to do over and over and over. Talk about repeated activity. That's annoying for any business owner. Yeah. Awesome. Everyone,
Cool.
Thank you so much for joining us for Copilot Learning Hub. Dmitry is going to come back because he's got to build your own Copilot in Business Central scenario that he's going to be excited to share with you. Tune in next time to Copilot Learning Hub. Dmitry, thank you so much for joining us.